But I ain't gonna lie. When I first made this center build, bro, it was whack, bro. I can't lie. Everybody got this hype about 6'8" builds, you know what I'm saying? 6'8" doing this and that, and them builds is tough, bro. Them builds is tough. I was just struggling finding my jumper. Then my first center I made was too small, bro. Like, yo, builds, man, it's a journey, bro. But my first center build, I made a mistake. I went too small. I didn't think 7'4s was gonna be OP despite all the hype, even 7'3s. You know what I'm saying? So I made a 6'7". Right? I was a Draymond Green out there, y'all. What was I thinking? Now the build was tough. So imagine 6'7" center, strength, speed. But like I was too small to go up at rec. Right? I remember the first rec game I played. It's like I was looking forward to it because I thought I was gonna get busy, you know? The first rec game was against some weak people. Right? So I'm hoping out. Thinking my build tough and stuff like that. So that's why I remember the first rec game, because it was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, the top of the roller coaster, bro. You feel me? But I didn't know what to expect. But once I seen that game, I knew the build was decent. I'm not gonna make no trash build, bro. Can't do that. Can't make no trash build. I can't be no liability. Right? So the first game I had a decent stat sheet, like 18, 8, and 8. But to be my first game at rec, I was cooling. It was until that next game. You know what I'm saying? Like the first games, bro, be smooth, bro. But to be them next few games that'll humble you. I match up with a 7'2". 7'2" center going up against a 6'7" big. I don't know what I was thinking making a 6'7" big, bro. I'm thinking more on park play. I ain't gonna lie at this point. You feel me? But the first thing I happened to play was rec. And that's where I be at now. You feel me? So getting out there, look, game started. I'm geeked up. You know what I'm saying? 6'7". And if you do want to make that 6'7" build, it's tough. I can show y'all, bro. Tough build. But for the rec, probably not. It's more like a park build. You feel me? Maybe some type of. That build probably could play like the shooting guard spot. But in the center. Just because it's that fast. Let me make sure, y'all, I'm not quitting before the 3-point count. Make sure I'm getting the threes and then I quit. And he not even passing the ball. Come on, bro. Scotty Barnes, this is my team. Bro, you turn, you done, bro. When I first made this center build, bro, it was whack, bro. I can't lie. Everybody got this hype about 6'8" builds, you know what I'm saying? 6'8" doing this and that, and them builds is tough, bro. Them builds is tough. I was just struggling finding my jumper. Then my first center I made was too small, bro. Like, yo, builds, man, it's a journey. I didn't think I mastered my 7'1" center, bro. Because really, you probably peak out a build, but I mean, until I get my other badges, I mean, I think I done peaked out at this build as much as I can. But when I first started playing, bro, I was like I told you, I was thinking about going back to PG or making like a small forward build, something that do everything, just because I feel like these builds are slow. Then on top of that, bro, I wanted to make a center like last year, bro, but at the same time, I'm like 6'9.4", bro. 6'9" was really one of them runs for me, bro. Do everything. I feel like Bron out there, bro. You can't. LeBron James, #1 GOAT. Psh, come on, gang. But I went with the center, though. Now, I knew being center, I could probably snag over people. You know what I'm saying? Get rebounds, play lock. But my first center build, I made a mistake. I went too small. I didn't think 7'4s was going to be OP despite all the hype, even 7'3s. You know what I'm saying? So I made a 6'7". Right? I was a Draymond Green out there, y'all. What was I thinking? Now the build was tough. So imagine 6'7" center, strength, speed. But like I was too small to go up at rec. Right? I remember the first rec game I played. It's like I was looking forward to it because I thought I was going to get busy, you know? The first rec game was against some weak people. Right? So I'm hoping out. Thinking my build tough and stuff like that. So that's why I remember the first rec game, because it was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, the top of the roller coaster, bro. You feel me? But I ain't know what to expect. But once I seen that game, I knew the build was decent. I'm not finna make no trash build, bro. Can't do that. Can't make no trash build. I can't be no liability. Right, so the first game I had a decent stat sheet, like 18, 8, and 8. But to be my first game at rec, I was cooling. It was until that next game. You know what I'm saying? Like the first games, bro, be smooth, bro. But to be them next few games that'll humble you. I match up with a 7'2". 7'2" center going up against a 6'7" big. I don't know what I was thinking making a 6'7" big, bro. I'm thinking more park play. I ain't gonna lie at this point. You feel me? But the first thing I happened to play was rec. And that's where I be at now. You feel me? So getting out there, look, game started. I'm geeked up. You know what I'm saying? 6'7". And if you do want to make that 6'7" build, it's tough. I can show y'all, bro. Tough build. But for the rec, probably not. It's more like a park build. You feel me? Maybe some type of. That build probably could play like the shooting guard spot. But in the center. Just because it's that fast. Let me make sure, y'all, I'm not quitting before the 3-point count. Make sure I'm getting the threes and then I quit. And he not even passing the ball. Come on, bro. Scotty Barnes, this is my team. Bro, you turn, you done, bro. He shot that again. Bro, Scotty, shoot it again. Shoot the ball again, bro. Got me spamming this mug. Nah, need that. So going up against a 7'2", right? I'm excited, bro. You know, my build is really super tough, bro. Right? I'm not gonna say it's whack, but against the rec, I realize it's deep waters in the rec. The rec are different. It's 7'4", dinosaurs out there, bro. So you 7'4", bro. Can't contest them. That you getting green. So game starts, bro. In first half, he had like 15 and 15, man. And I'm not even going to say what he got second half. If the first half, y'all, he had 15-15, which I think he had second half. Couldn't stop him on the jumpers. Couldn't get no rebounds right now. I did have like a 90 vert on the 6'7", bro, but he's 7'4", bro. It's only so much you're going to do. You know, offense, I wasn't even worried about points at that point, bro. If I'm at center and I can't hold down the paint against every, you know what I'm saying, type of player. Now, here and there, I'm going to get rebounds, bro, right? So I do got a 90 vertical, so some rebounds I do get. But for the most part, you're going to get out-snagged, out-rebounded. Why am I playing this game, dude? Y'all got to tell me, stop playing the games. I'm just here to shoot, man. Shoot the ball, quit the game. Shoot the ball, quit the game. Shoot the ball. All right, here we go. So listen. So after that second game, I got cooked. And then it just kept being on the trend, right? If I match up against a 7'2", I know I'm going to get cooked, bro. Right? Anything over a 7, probably 7'1", you know what I'm saying? I'm mismatched, bro. Right? So that was my first kind of center build right there. I said, you know what? Back to the lab, back to the drawing board. We're going to try again, right? I'm going to get another shot up, make another build. And the build wasn't trash, y'all, right? I keep saying that. It wasn't trash, bro. But for the rec, would I be playing right now the most right now, bro? Nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Next build. Now, the next build I said, bro, I got to go a little taller, right? I want to be able to shoot the ball more, right? I felt like my other build had too much dunking, right? Bro, I'm playing center, bro. The dunk's going to be there. I shouldn't be prioritizing dunking. But the other build, he bunnies. He had super bunnies, bro. I'm talking about LeBron James 2009 bunnies. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, whatever one of my builds I'm on, I'm going crazy, bro. I'm getting buckets. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to stop me, right? I'm going to be effective on offense, right? But here we go. Second build, right? 6'7", I say, you know what, man, that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it for what I'm trying to accomplish here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get rings. I'm trying to be a two-way player, first team defense and first team offense, bro. I can't be first team defense if I ain't getting no rebounds. What type of first team defensive player can't get rebounds, bro? If you can't get rebounds, you ain't going to get no blocks, make no plays. You know what I'm saying? So, I couldn't do that, bro. Back to the drawing board, right? So second build, I popped out. You know what I had? A 6'11", right? And the thing about the 6'11", bro, I had short wingspan, right? But I was like, you know what? I'm going to go high vertical. So I had short wingspan, high vertical. like 93-3, 6'11", stretch big. I'm trying to get buckets every game. Shooting it, pulling up, parking lot, green bean. But at the same time, I say, you know what? I'm going to be 4 inches higher, 6'11". I got to get some more rebounds, bro. You know what I'm saying? So think about that. I went from a 6'7", lockdown, Draymond Green. Now we got a 6'11" stretch big, bro. We like that. We locked in, right? So I'm ready. Get my stretch big, get my animations, get the jump shot, right? I got the best animation and jump shots in the game, so I'm already coming in with an advantage on every build. Right? So I'm talking about builds being tough, we hooping. Right? So if you want that, yeah, go check out the videos. They in there. You know what I'm saying? But that's not even it, bro. Right? So on the 6'11", off the gate, I'm faster. I got a little playmaking in my build. Right? So I'm not really faster, right? But I feel faster just because I got more playmaking, more ball handling compared to that I had on the 6'7", right? So really I'm like a 6'11" point forward center type dude. But I ain't got no wingspan, right? So I'm not getting no blocks. No blocks whatsoever. I'm kind of like a T-Rex, bro. I'm a T-Rex out there. Right? But I put my block up high with high vertical, hoping I compensate. But that wingspan, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Coach, move, man. But yeah, you can't. You gotta be careful with your wingspan. If it's too low, you ain't gonna get no blocks, bro. Especially with no vertical, because once you get over about 7'4", the vertical cap out at 70. So you gotta be careful. But I'm decent. I get blocks on this one, right? But on the 6'11", though, wasn't getting as many blocks, right? I end up scoring way more points. Right now, my scoring average went up, so I went from probably about 16, right? Now I'm at 35 because I'm 6'11", right? So I have Hall of Fame shooting badges. I have a 90+3, right? So y'all gotta understand, deep bomber on a 6'11". I'm pulling up from half court, and I can get on this build right now, but that's not my go-to build right now. You feel me? But I was going crazy. So on offense, I'm like, bro, 6'11" Steph Curry out there with deep bomber. So you're not clipping me with deep bombers, right? Then I got the floater game in my bag. Y'all know all my center builds got floaters. So that make you unstoppable. Floater and a fade, say goodbye. You know what I'm saying? But you can't stop me, bro. You feel me? So I'm playing good. String of games. You know what I'm saying? I'm repping up. Match up with a 7-3. And I don't even know why it was like 7-2, then 7-3. Like, but I played a 7-3 and I got cooked again. Getting out snagged, bro. Out rebounded. You know what I'm saying? So I just knew, bro. Psh, this center too small, bro. This center not it. He not a dog. End up going back to the lab again. Made me a 7-1 center, bro. 7-1 center was a good build. Faster. Fast build. Could do everything. Put my build specialization on playmaking. Sat there about it for a day, 24 hours, y'all. 24 hours went by. I said, nah, bro. What did I just do with my build? I can't go back. Went back to the lab again. Then I made the 7-3, bro. So that's what I'm saying, bro. To even master this build, bro, I had to go through about 4 other type of center builds, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not playing. Right? But we gotta just keep on showing up, you feel me? I said, bro, I gotta make a better build, So this time I already knew. By the time I got to this build for the 7-3, I knew what vertical I needed, I knew what block I needed, I knew what strength I needed, I knew what 3 I needed, right? I've already made a build with a lot of 3. So now I know I ain't even gotta put that much 3 on there, you feel me? Cause now I know I don't need all that 3, right? But if I ain't make that 6'11", I wouldn't even know what to put on this build. And this will make this build that much more OP, you feel me? Because now I know what I need and everything like that. And this being 7-3 and still knowing all the moves I can do, you know what I'm saying? Just being able to be agile with the floater games. Bro, the floater is OP. I'm telling you. You get you a floater bag, you tough, bro. Right? So my 7-3, how did I master the 7-3? Because everybody can make a 7-3, 7-4 build, you know what I'm saying? Right? But you got to find your play style, bro. You know what I'm saying? I remember, bro, I didn't even have no play style. I'm like, okay, how am I going to bring this to the center? But I already knew some moves just from playing on the 6'9", so it made it that much more easier. So just work on your game, even if you're playing play now, different builds, bro. The moves you could do, bro, you can still do them on the big man, bro. Everything translates. So if you don't know no big man moves, you don't know no guard moves. That's what that means for real. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the first thing I can master at 7-3, because most centers can't even dribble. They can't even move. And it's not like I'll be doing crazy moves, y'all. All I be doing is my little step back move. I'm saying get into my floater or something, you feel me? But, you know, I just shoot, right? I'm more of a shooter, like, than a dribbler. You know what I'm saying? So if I can take the shot, I'm going to take a shot. You feel me? But however you play, you going to play. You know what I'm saying? But just find your flow. But you got to work on your game a little bit, right? You know centers not moving like that. You not centers not shooting, really shooting threes. Yes, they can spot up. But if you can create your own three, bro, as a center, you're going to be good, bro. You know what I'm saying? So just practice, bro. Just practice your moves. Easy, basic moves, man. You don't got to play how everybody play, bro. I play basic. I just do a jab, bro. All I score off is jab moves and step backs. I'm telling you, it's nothing crazy. But that's how, that's just what I like to, you know what I'm saying? That's how I get mine, you feel me? But everybody got their ways, right? So if you just master find what you like to do, you feel me? I can really be on here dunking, slashing. Bro, I like to shoot threes and be the big man, be the center, you feel me? Do everything on the court. That's how I play, you feel me? So, y'all don't understand, but that pain, boy, getting clamped. Y'all don't want that pain, right? That's the worst feeling, bro. I had no bag. Y'all know y'all saying Ben Simmons ain't had no bag? I ain't had no bag, bro. No bag, dude. I give him a shout out, need that. But I ain't gonna lie, though. You could dribble and you know, find your style, bro. But like I said, it's always a system. It's always some type of offense that got to be implemented. You know what I'm saying? So you do need IQ. You feel me? You do got to play as a normal center to master a 7-3, right? You just got to know how to play as a big man. But I've been playing bigs to 2Ks like 15, 16. And so it just really just from keep playing it. You feel me? But like bro, I had games where I used to get out rebounded, out snagged. Like pro-am games, bro. 2K18, we lose the game. Look at the stat sheet. I'm getting out rebounded 22-10, 22-5. You feel me? So you really just gotta get. You really got to get cooked, bro. In every situation. I was a center that couldn't shoot before, so I'm in the paint, just paint mashing, clogging up the paint, bro. Right? But you think it's gonna work. You feel me? You like, bro, I'm like that, but you gotta follow the program, bro. 5 out. You feel me? You're not bigger than the program. So if you a center, you still gotta rebound. You know what I'm saying? Yes, bro. You was made it stretch big, bro. But if you getting snagged at the rec, you gotta hit that drawing board, bro. 6'11" not gonna cut it. That's what I was realizing, bro. My 6'7", 6'11", I was getting snagged, bro. Like every game I played a 7-footer above, I was getting out rebounded, and we lost. Most of them, I mean, unless he didn't guard me and I just got open threes off of him, which happened most of the time. But if you play better people, they start guarding you. Then I really was like, okay, right? Like it's different playing a noob 7-4, but if you play a good 7-4, you cook, bro. Especially on a 6-7, because you're just not gonna contest. You're not there, so you really wasting your time playing defense. You might as well get them ready on offense. Spot up in the corner, you know what I'm saying? Get ready to shoot, because you're not stopping them, bro. I gotta at least get to 300 by the end of this, bro. Right? So you gotta follow the program. Like I told you, I wasn't following the program, bro. And you lose. Your teammates either gonna cook you gonna lose with the randoms, because they can't. Bro, if you can't do the basics with the randoms, how you gonna score all the points if you can't even get the rebounds, get the blocks, get all the, you know what I'm saying, as a center? You know what I'm saying? Bro, I remember one time playing rec with random. Bro, I play rec with random so much. Your first possessions as a center is so important. You know what I'm saying? You got to just read the point guards. You got to find whoever the best player and set them screens, and whoever got the most IQ. If you playing with randoms and you a center. Because some people not going to read the pick and roll. So whichever player, because you might pass the ball in 9 times out of 10. Right? So look, find your flow as a big man. Not every big man going to play the same, but this is how I master my 7-3. You know what I'm saying? So you may master your 6'9", But when you get on this 7-3, it's different because 7-3, you slow. So I know I can't cover as much ground, right? So another thing is my defense. So when I play defense, I'm not even holding. I never hold L2 on defense, bro. I'm too slow. There's no point in doing it. I'm going to get cooked. I remember one day I went up against one of them fast centers, 6'9" centers on 2K25. I'm trying to hold L2. I'm getting cooked, man. Gave me all 21, straight to the dome. I couldn't. What am I going to do? I'm out there just getting cooked. Ankle breaker animations, all type of stuff. And you know what then? Ski that. So I've been there. You know what I'm saying? So I realized that as a big man, bro, don't hold L2. I got 25 speed and I can still clamp. But it's all just on moving your left stick around, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that I really can't be sprinting, bro. Because then if I sprint, I ain't gonna be able to get back and be able to move back just because I'm slow. Right? So it's a lot of things that come with being a center compared to being small, you know what I'm saying? But I know how to move my player, right? That's why I be most of the time in the paint getting stops, bro. You feel me? So not only is getting rebounds, protecting the rim, but bro, my defense is on point. I'm not getting burnt. That's really the liability of a 7-foot center. But if you know how to slide your feet, I learned how to slide my feet, bro. Right? So I can guard perimeter for real. I don't want to, but I can. And that's why I mastered the 7-3. That's the weakness of a 7-3, the speed. Hey, but if you adjust to the speed, bro, you good, bro. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? In this video, y'all just gave y'all a few little things on how I mastered my 7-3 at 2K26, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all live. So live, you get it straight to the dome. That might be a video. That might got to get chopped up. You get it straight. You get it live, bro. That's crazy. No edits, no nothing. Straight. Psh. Bro, where am I at shooting, man? Where am I at shooting, bro? I need 500. 276, bro. We at least gotta get to 3. I gotta get to 300, bro. 300 then wreck. 300 then wreck. I'm about to lock in though. I think another reason how I mastered the 7-3 too, y'all, is like I know when to get shots off. You know what I'm saying? Like just playing on center, like you know that you taller than everybody else. So at the end of the day, it's really just on if you missing or not. You know what I'm saying? Like because most of the time you gonna be open, bro. Like when I'm taking most of these shots, that's a 2. I don't even want that. But most of the time I'm open, you know. So it's really on you. But you just gotta know. Now, if you playing a 7-3 and he's smothering you, okay, now you gonna get contested. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I'm not quitting before the ball go through. Cause I definitely feel like I done quit at least about 5 games doing that. Gotta be honest with you, bro. Make sure that they count. Yeah, put my points on the board, cuz. They be trying to finesse my points. Hey, bro, I don't know who invited me, bro, but I joined you, bro. You was gone. Hold on.
Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Swerve. Thank God I will legit swerve. Thank God I will legit swerve.